Okay, mic testing. See if it works. Okay, mic testing. Okay, mic testing. See if it works. Okay, mic testing. Okay, mic testing. Alright, perfect. Works. Okay, mic testing. Alright, let me just um yeah, let me just open this here real quick because I don't want to listen to my wife's two times. Um, yeah, let me just open this here real quick. And by here in my tablet. Yeah, let me just open this here real quick. And by Alright, so firstly, let me like figure out how do I change my title. Like, let me just try changing my title on my tablet. Okay, let's see. I think I should go to manage videos. Yeah, I'm like doing it on my tablet here. Okay, let's see. Because this is the first time I'm going live, so yeah, just be patient. Okay, so go here probably, and then think here. I should have done this before, but yeah, it's like I thought of I'm not even going to get a single viewer, so like might as well. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Let me change it to something like going live, so I don't get distracted. Hey, and public. Yeah, the description. I think I'll add it later. Okay, so going live, so I don't get distracted. Hmm. Go here, learning Python. Okay, so pretty sure that should be good. And okay, there you go. Playlist. I should probably do this later. Okay, hold on. Um, where did I go? Guys, I don't know. I can't. Let me actually just do it here. Yeah, so y'all can like see what I'm doing. Although I don't think there is a single y'all, but just saying. So go here, then customize channel. I think pretty sure gotta go here. Maybe open my live. And then,
Channel, I think. Pretty sure gotta go
um,
here.
maybe edit video and we change it to going live to not get distracted. Then learning Python. Let's add a couple of exclamation marks. Then I think most like let me like create a new playlist. Okay, uh, new playlist. Change it to live. Live. Okay, just create it and yeah, done. Pretty sure that's all I need, right? Okay. Um.
Yeah, done. Pretty
Yeah,
sure that's
already
all
looks
I
better.
need.
Okay, perfect. Let me just like it.
Okay.
And now, the main reason I have to go live for this thing, I mean, I went live so I don't get distracted. Okay, let me just keep it open in one of my monitors or screens. Okay, there you go. Alright, so why did I go live? I went live so I can learn some Python. Yeah, because I realized I've been getting too distracted. Okay, so this is currently PyCharm. I've been going through recursion, yeah, recursion. Okay, I hope this is not laggy or something. Okay, so I'm basically just going to be doing some broken codes. Yeah, just fixing some broken codes, just doing the regular practice, pretending there's like just me here. Yeah, I do better when there's like, when the like when someone's watching me, okay? Yeah, I'm not used to going live, okay? All right. So let's uh um I give me some broken recursion codes. Yeah, I'm saying it to ChatGPT because that's basically what I've been doing this whole time. Okay, so broken code, factorial of a number. I'm just copy paste that thing here. Okay, so this code is basically broken. Let's see what it says. I could like just get this thing here so y'all can see it, but I'll just read it. Yeah, because my chat GPT is a little weird. Okay, so let's read the first broken code real quick. Hold up. All right, so the first broken code, factorial of a number. Fix it. Think carefully about what happens when n is equal to 0. Why is this code not giving you the expected number? Okay, so why is this not giving me the expected number? Let's see. So I defined a function and I set a parameter n, so it has one parameter. So if n is equal to 0, return else return this. Okay, if it's equal to 0, let's try returning a 0. Factorial 5, it can be 0 though. Let's see. Uh, yeah, I just thought it might be the indentation, never mind. Okay, so print factorial. I'm printing the factorial here and multiplied by factorial n minus 1. Okay, guys, basically this whole video is going to be like this. I'm not that good, okay? This topic is kind of confusing and hard. That's why I'm just learning it. So I've been getting too distracted. Now I got some pressure on. Okay, maybe let me just drink the water. Yeah, I didn't drink for a while, and I just took a shower, so yeah. I don't know if that was like an ASMR, but okay, so huh, fix it. Think carefully about what happens when n is equal to 0. Why is this code not giving you the expected number? See, if n equals to 0, return n multiplied by factorial n minus 1. Okay, wait, this is the base case, and this is the recursive case. What if I like just uh remove that, like go here? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Let me go here. Okay, this gives me a type edit. Unsupported outcome. It's an integer. Okay, so I can add a 0 there. Okay, you know what? Let me just ask it, okay? Because I don't. Okay, you know what? Let's you know what? Now let me just ask it. Okay, so go to ChatGPT and let me just say something. Let me ask, can you help me solve it? Okay, let's see. Guys, my ChatGPT is literally hilarious the way I sat here, like literally, like y'all can read what's going on. It's like, where's the gun? Um, hold up. It's here. Yes, there is. Oh, wait, did I say is this one? Yeah. Why do I call ChatGPT Sensei? Gotta like, show some respect. Yeah, okay. Are you trying to summon the void with that return 0? No wonder the whole function is collapsing into nothingness. Let me not fix the code for you yet, but I will tell you what's wrong so you can think like a recursive void. Well, I just say to add all these cheesy words. I just like to be a little strict and all that, but like, Okay, so what did you do wrong? You wrote if n equals to 0, return 0. Okay, how's that wrong? But what is factorial zero supposed to? Oh, the mathematical definition of zero is one and not zero. Okay, that makes sense. By returning zero, you're doing factorial one at the parameter one. One multiplied by factorial c. Oh, so one time. Okay, wait. So this thing it should pretty much fix it if I change this to one, right? Uh, there you go. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So this wasn't a hard question. This was just I messed up because the factorial means if I return 0, then if the base case is 0, so basically the recursion is like it's a loop that keeps on decreasing itself. So like if there is 5, it's first going to show 5 and it's going to show 4, 3, 2, and then 1. But then if it goes anything below 1, like 0, anything multiplied by 0, it's just 0. But unlike 1, if it's 1, then if the number is multiplied by 1, it gives me the number. So Basically, it went like 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 um, multiplied by 1. This whole thing gave me 120. But if I added the return 0 means I added another 0. Like if my n is equal to 0, if I return 0, then my base case, like this is the base case, whenever it reaches my base case, that's where it stops. So it would have added a 0 here. So that would have gave me a 0. That's why I was getting a 0. In the other hand, if I could like change this to something like 2. If I change this to 2, now my number is going to be 240. Why is it 240 honestly? It's confusing, guys. Okay, look. Take what I'm saying with like a grain of rice. I don't even like know if I'm saying the right things. But hold up, let's do another question. Uh, let's do another question with an exclamation mark. Okay, I mean, let me just say ChatGPT that I'm just going live. So I'm going live right now. So you can act like there is three. Okay, so you can like act like there is three. I don't want all the easy stuff. Okay, so just saying. Like copy that soldier. Okay, so here's the broken code. Okay, so this is the broken code. Let's see. Problem. This code is reversing from the wrong end. S at index -1 grabs the last character. S colon 1 removes the last character. Okay, that grabs the last character. That removes the last character. And but you're building the reverse in reverse orders, so it ends up correct by accident. But this logic will fail on edge case like empty string or one letter string. Also, there's no base case length equals to 0. If S is an empty string, it'll crash. I see. I didn't understand a thing, but okay, let's try to fix it. Let's see what I get right now. Okay, so I get a reverse one. It's honestly correct. So now take it. Take this character. Takes first character, peels it off, reverses the rest, then adds current character at the end. Hmm. I literally didn't understand it. Okay, hold up. Like, let me just say, I get a better explanation on what to do. I don't understand what to do. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. You said guys, let me actually just show this whole thing because like it's hard to just read it. Ignore the banana why. I don't know why is that there. Okay. All right, so good. You said the magic words. You don't understand. That means it's time to make this topic yours. Let's burn this concept in your neurons. Okay, fine. Let's burn it in. Okay, mission. Reverse a string using rec recursion. Recursion. That I can't speak. Okay. Goal. Take a string like the wait and return the opposite. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Kevik without using loops, only recursion. Okay. Doesn't the string already, isn't the string literally correct then? Fixed version. Oh, print this. Output. Okay. Your next mission. Write a recursive function called reverse print that prints the string backwards. One letter at a time. So reverse print. They should be okay. Use recursion, no loops. All right, so you'll probably not understand. So right now it prints it like this, but uh, ChatGPT said that this thing needs to be printed in a separate line. In let's say to like do this. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. So it says a fixed version should be this. Yeah, usually sometimes check the fixed versions because I'm really new at this. So, okay, so recursive call on the rest. So define super string print letter. They're different. Um, am I messing up somewhere? Did I like not see anything properly? Hold up, hold up. Write a recursive function. You know what? I'm kind of I got confused. Uh, get get a new question. Okay, can I said I got confused. Can I get like a new question? Or do they focus? You're live. You're representing every beginner out there. Don't you dare fumble that. Yeah, that's no pressure. Definitely not sweating. Okay, here's your new broken code. A recursion code to fix. Here's a new broken recursion code to fix. Okay, define sum to n if n equals to 1, return 1, else return. There's no else, but like just return n plus some data. Your mission. This function is supposed to calculate the number of numbers from 1 to n. Okay, but right now it'll crash or go into the infinite recursion. Alright, so I think it's going to give a recursion error. Let me just copy this, fix it so that it correctly prints 15 when n equals to 5. Alright, tell me what you changed, what the bug was, and then give me the fixed code. Don't you dare stare, slay the code. Okay, I guess that. Alright, so let's see what it gives me right now. Okay, it gives me a recursion error. That's probably because the base case isn't met. So, what if I just this thing, if n equals to 1, yeah, I'll return 1. Okay, return n plus some. See, should give me 15. So there are a few reasons why I'm getting a recursion error. First one could be that either my base case is not met, means this thing just skipped my whole base case. And the second one could be because I don't know, let's see. What if I change this to, so what was my thing that I had to do again? Um, your mission, this function is supposed to calculate the sum of numbers 1 to n. Okay, so it's gonna sum. But right now it'll crash. We're going to an infinite recursion. Fix it so that it correctly prints 15 when n equals to 5. Let me just ask any hints. Yeah, let me see any hints or how you pronounce that. You want a hint? Fine, but only because you're alive. I won't let you fail in front of the world. Listen up. Okay, I guess. Here's your hint. You're doing recursion right. So the function keeps calling itself with a smaller number until it hits the base case. The smaller number. Okay, I see. But in this code, you're doing sum n plus one. That's the opposite of what you. Oh, okay, alright, okay. So basically, recursion is like the number keeps slicing. It keeps going down every single time. So the plus one, it's gonna make this 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. If I let go off, it's like, let me just think. Before I explain, let me check what happens if I go with minus. There you go. Okay, yeah, the plus doesn't even make sense because, okay, I think the plus would make sense if I change this to 15 and then if I plus this, but I don't even think there's a point to this. Okay, it doesn't make sense. Why does it not make sense? I wouldn't know. I guess we got more practice for that. Okay, let's see. So it says define the sum, which is n. If n equals to 1, return 1. Else return this. This is what I struggle with. This is like the recursion step, like the recursion case. That's what I struggle, like making these formulas up and all that. But I didn't understand this because I did understand this because like the reason I was getting a recursion error before is because this thing was an addition. Why? Because recursion, it you can think it like a for loop. So basically, a for loop is something like if I type something like a variable called, which I'll just go with, I don't know what, like item equals to a string. Let's go with gun. Now, if I were to type for X in my items, okay, so this X is like, let me just go here. So basically, you can like change this X. It doesn't have to be X, it could be anything. I just kept it X. So for X in my items, I will print my X. So basically, what the for loop does is now it's going to print G, U, and N. It's going to print it all in separate lines. So let me just delete this real quick. There. So it basically prints everything separately. Like I get my G separate, my U separate, my N separate. But if I want it in one line, I can just go with the N keyword function. And if you guys don't know what this is, I have a whole video on the for loops. Again, there are different YouTubers who are like way better than me at this thing, okay? I'm just a beginner. I'm getting too distracted. That's why I had to just go live and like be like, get some pressure on, okay? Let me just go up and say here something. Um, let me say, all right, let's say with two exclamation marks. I understand. Uh, um, huh. Guys, I saw like as well. Yeah, I can talk while doing the same thing, okay? I understand. Can I get another question? The question mark. Okay, guys, I just realized how tired it is to go live. I'm already thirsty. Like, I forgot to check the comments too. Okay, good, there's no one. Yeah, it's just be nice. Okay, good. You finally showed a glimpse of true coding warrior. No praises though. You said it yourself. Get ready for the next hit. Broken recursion coming. Okay, let's see. Broken code, fix it. So define reverse string. If my length of my string equals to 1, return an empty string. Okay. Okay. So basically this thing means like if the length of my string, the length function like gets the length. So example, length of my def is going to be 3. So like 1, 2, 3. So yeah. So if the length of my string is 1, return an empty string. That might be wrong. If it's not equal to 1, return reverse string s at index 1 through the whole thing. This basically is whatever is written. For example, Python, this is index 0, and then YTHON is from index 1 all the way to index -1. Plus, okay, your mission. Fix this code so it correctly reverses the input string. So it correctly reverses. Okay. Once you're done, I'll tell you if you earned the next challenge. Okay. Alright, so get this in the next tab and like copy. Uh, it kind of glitched. Okay, hold up. Let me just come here and I'll copy, paste. Okay, so basically I have to like reverse it. Let's see what it gives me right now. Okay, so this thing was fix this code so it correctly reverses the input string. So it needs to be reversed. I see, I see. So if length equals to 1, return an empty string, it's return reverse string s at index 1. Okay, so here's the thing. At index -1, and I don't think I'll need this. Uh, okay. That was dumb. S at index 1. Guys, I literally know how to do this. Um, remove that, adding -1, and here. Why is it not printing? Because say the thing that I was thinking is I can do this with like a for loop. So not like a for loop, like example. I have like let's go with the same item, or let's go with the food this time. So food equals to I don't know cake, cake. Then if I go here, I can type my food at index -1. I'll print it. So I'll print my food at index -1. If I run this, oh, I'll have to go with the range. I'll have to go with the range. So for X in my range, um, here, food, and then colon, -1. Guys, um, this doesn't look correct. Okay, so let me just go with 1:0. Did I forget how to slice? There's no way for how to slice, right? I've been doing a lot of recursive questions. Um, so food, fixed range. Hold up. This is okay. Food, colon. Okay, it shouldn't be comma though. Let's see. Huh? How to slice? I did have a video on how to slice, so I gotta go with the indexing operator. Oh, okay. Let me try this. Let me try this. So I'll print my food index -1 -1 here. Does that work? It still gives me E, that's -1. Give me the whole string. Either it could be -1 all the way to 0. Does that work? Nope, -1. This. Okay, that gave me a value error. Okay, you know what? I got to revise that later. Let me check these out first. Okay. How do I reverse my string? I know how to reverse it. I can use the range function. Reverse string. Guys, recursion always goes over my head. So return reverse string as 10. Let's see. Return string. Mm, S at index 1, so it's going to print everything from YTHON, then add it to that. What if I go with my string at index 0, which is going to start from P and go all the way through here? That wouldn't make sense because my going to print the whole thing if I go with 0 here. So like if I go with 0, it gives me a recursion error. So I can go with 0, then plus my, okay, you know what, let's just go with my, only my, let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, it should have given me E here, and then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, -1. It doesn't print anything. So 0, and then I will plus it with, um, 1 to, uh, plus it with the S at index 1 here. Should work. Recursion added. See what this gives me. What was it? What even gives me? Okay, just have to put it with 1 in that case. NOHDYP. And oh, it worked! Okay, hold up. Let's check if this is correct. Let's check if this is correct. Okay, let me go here and say, let me just paste it. Let's see if it's correct. Wrong. Okay, look. Wrong, and I mean deadly wrong. Okay, fine, it's wrong. You made it worse, soldier. Read this carefully. What you did wrong. You returned an empty string when length equals to s. Oh yeah, that was wrong. That means if you pass a, you get an empty string a. Oh, no wonder it couldn't print and it wasn't printing anything. I mean, it wasn't returning anything, you know. Print a. Wait, that means if you pass a, you get an empty string, a lie, a betrayal, and it's okay. My ChatGPT is too cheesy. I swear, I seriously this, okay? Okay, you did S at index 1 instead of S at index 0 in the recursive build-up that's skipping over the character you're supposed to use. Skipping over the character, okay? Here's the mindset you need. To reverse a string, you want to take the first character, call the same function on the rest, then glue the first character and the first character to the end. To reverse a string, you want to take the first character, call the second function on the rest, then glue the first character to the end. What does that mean? So you want to take the first character, which is at index 0, call the same function on the rest, and oh, so that's where this plus came, the gluing it. So calling the first character. So you want to call the first character. Oops, you want to call the first character. Call the same function on the rest, then glue the first character to the end. Fixed version. Define reverse string as if length of my s is equal to 1, return s, else return reverse string. Okay, so return s. The thing that I returned was I returned -1, pretty sure. Yeah, I'll see that later. Okay, so uh I returned negative. So if the length of my string is 1, return s. Else I will return reverse string s at index 1 plus at index 0, print reverse string Python. It should give me NOHDY. I get NOHDYP. I literally got that. Okay, you know what? I think I got that, but there was like a small error, like the string. Now explain to me in your own words what that base case and recursive case are doing here. Okay, so this thing apparently had to be an S. Huh? What? What? Wait, hold up. It says this should be my result. Let me just copy this thing real quick. Then like decrease the size and now put here, paste it. So it should give me that if I print. Let me print real quick. This code is flawless. I didn't. I should add 0 here. How is this? Oh, wait, hold up. Adding the 1 is NN, so UNTHON. That's not the index 1, so my S at index 1 plus my S at index 1. So um my S at index 1 is going to be everything from here plus my S at index 1 with this colon. It's going to be everything from my index 1. Y is my index 1, P is my index 0, and then my S at my index 1 added to that. So actually I got added to 0, so NYPNOH. So basically it's going to remove the P and it's going to add P here. Am I missing something? Hold on, hold on. I run it. It's going to be here. Okay, I think I got a nice idea. Let me try defining it myself now. So define reverse string. RNG. Here I'll set a parameter to it, and then I'll go here. Now I'll add a base case. So if the length of my n, my parameter that I set here is equal to 1, I will return my n. Okay. And then there was another. So now I added a base case. So if my base is 1, it returns 1. If my base is not 1, then it's going to no. If my base is 1, it's going to return n my n string. If my base is not 1, it's going to return. Let's see. I will return another function that's going to say the formula. What was the formula? I think it was reverse string n at index 1 colon, and then I gotta glue it to my so the 1 is going to give me everything up everything from the index 1 till the very end, and then this one is going to give me okay, so put my n at index 0. Now if I were to go ahead and print my property, print my reverse string, let's keep it something like pancakes. and run it. Yeah. Okay, it works. Oh my gosh, that was so exhausting. Guys, this is why I get so distracted. It's so hard. And like the fans will stop. Let me on the fan and the AC real quick. Damn, that just flashed in my face. Hold on. Alright, well, I'll be right back. Let me on the fan and the AC real quick. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Let me just add my mic back. Okay, so I feel like I got a good grasp on what's going on. So this is one, and then this thing, so it's everything after this. Da, 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 da. That goes first, and then add my index 0 to the ending. So at the end, so it's going to be P. Hmm, How does it? Although here's my question. Let's ask the question together. Let me give my PyCharm to my other monitor. And now let me ask you a question. Okay, so here. Let me just control C and like control V. Alright, so a question. Okay, so my question was like, you guys see how my this thing is here? So, yeah, hold up. Okay, so my question. So it says at index one and then a step. So this thing should basically print everything after the A. So ANCAKES and then plus my N at index zero. So let's see. Okay, so my question was, why is it not printing? Why does it like actually work? Why does it print SEKACNAP? And why not? Let me add a comment. Why does it not print ANCAKESP? Why does it not print that? Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, let me ask a question. Alright, so a question. So, let me actually get my PyCharm with my second monitor so I can like actually see this thing. Okay, so now my question. Why does it not print and just copy paste this real quick? Why does it not print whatever this word was? Okay, why does it not print that? Because let me go here, like here, and see. Since it says that my uh pancakes, yeah, my pancakes or my n, since it says that my n at index this thing, whatever this thing is, if that's since it is my whatever this thing is, okay, since it says this, guys, I don't know how to phrase this properly, okay? Okay, since it prints that, let's see. Um, that should mean that my um that should mean that it prints ANCAKES with pancakes without a P basically. And if if I add it to my n at index 0, this should basically give me okay, n to index 0, which is a p. It should give me uh ANCAKES and a capital P. How does it reverse the string? Okay, that was kind of tough. Okay, let's read. This is actually the most fun part of actually using it. Like the comments she gives or he gives. ChatGPT doesn't have a gender. Okay. Yes, Vivek, that's a damn good question. Find your brain is starting to sharpen like a katana. I guess nice. But your misunderstanding is sneaky. Let me slam the answer into your skull uh, so deep it etches itself into your bones or etches itself into your bones. Okay. You ask, why doesn't it return uh, pancake speeds if we're just doing reverse string and here plus this? Because this is recursion, not just one step. You're thinking it, you're thinking like this is just one function call. One function call. Okay. Reverse string pancakes equals to reverse string pancakes plus p, which would be uh the opposite of pancake without the P and then a P. Hmm. So reverse string of pancakes. Yeah, it should be this, which is the reverse string of pancakes. No, it shouldn't be this. The P should be there and it should print it like that. But no, each call builds on the last. Each call builds on the last. Let me show you the call stack of pancakes. Okay. So PGSQL reversed pancakes. So reversed pancakes plus P. Oh, reversed pancakes plus A. Oh my. Okay, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. Hold up, I'll explain you guys in a bit. I'll explain in a bit. Okay, and then reversed cakes plus N because N was basically index zero right here. Okay, and then reverse was blah blah blah, and then it goes all the way here. Which equals to this. See, you're not reversing pancakes once. You're repeatedly breaking the string down into smaller parts, then building it back up in reverse order. Ah, I see. TLDR, whatever that means. You're not doing pancakes plus P, you're doing reverse pancakes plus P, and then reverse pancakes, A plus P, and then until you don't get this thing. Okay. Each layer flips the next character to end until the whole thing is reversed. If you truly get it, answer this challenge. Okay. New challenge, broken code. Let me copy it. Define mystery as if length s equals to 0, return s, else return s at index 0 plus mystery s. Okay, so this is the function that gets the last numbers. So it's going to give me O. What does this code do? What will it print? Why? Explain before running it. Don't you dare guess sick. Okay. So I can't run the code, huh? Huh. I mean, it's not like I can't run the code. It's just that I was told not to run the code. Okay. So let me just control V. Okay. So let's see what was stuff again. New challenge. What does this code do? What will it print? Why? Explain before running it. Don't you dare guess. Think. Okay, let's think first. What is the main purpose of this code? So if the length of my parameter that I set here, which is s, if that's 0, return s. Else I will return s at index 0 plus mystery s. Okay, so s at index 0. Okay, I can visualize the breaking. Okay, so s at index 0 plus mystery s colon -1. Think I need some hydration. I literally just got this explained. Let's see. Okay, so it says mystery s. Okay, I'm assuming that oh, behavior self shape. What? So I just realized somebody in the comments said, "Siri, you better behave." What? Okay, so let's see. Return s at index 0 plus mystery s colon 1. I'm assuming that the last question that we did was reversed, so this also needs to be reversed. So probably gonna go with 1. S at index colon negative 1. Actually, you know what? I was set not to run, but how am I gonna figure out without running? This just prints H. So at index 0, H, mystery S. I don't think that I need to. Okay, I think this line gotta go. So mystery S at index, let's go with negative 1. Um, actually not negative 1. Let me go with just 1 till the very end. So like this whole thing. Then I will plus it with S at index 0. Okay, why did I do this again? Okay, so now I actually kind of understand it because recursion is basically like it takes a series of numbers or like a series of characters, alphabet symbols, anything, it breaks it down. So since I have here, the reason I had this one colon is because this one colon basically gives me everything from E, so it gives me LO. So let me just add another, so like item equals cake. Yeah, let's get the cake back, and then I will print my item at index 1 here. If I run the command, it's going to give me ATE, means it's going to give me everything from A all the way to the last string. I could add like a multiple things. I could just type some gibberish. Yeah, it's going to print that, but it won't print the C unless if I just add like if I add 0, that's going to give me the whole thing. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. And what recursion does is it since it breaks everything, since my S is 1 and a colon, so it's going to print ELLO, and then I added my S at index 0 to it, so it's going to be ELLOH. So let me add the different stages. So first one is going to be ELLOH. H. The second one, now that I took the E, so the H is gone from here. It's gonna loop through, means it's gonna recurse through, oops, it's gonna recur through my ELLO now. And the index one of ELLO is L. So the next one is going to be LLO and then E, LLO, E, and then H. So it's going to be something like this. And then after this, it's gonna now it's gonna since these two they're gone, these two they just like joined all the way here in this place. Next up is the L, so it's going to be LLO. The index 1 is just going to be LO. That's going to be index 0, and I'm adding it with the index 0. So it's going to be LO and then plus my index 0. But before I go with my index 0, I'll have to let's see what I did here real quick. EH. Okay, so L, EH. And then next one is going to just be my LO. The index 1 of LO is O. So I'm going to add this here, and then it's going to be O, and then L, L, E, H. So it's going to be like that. So yeah, that was basically the different stages. Why was it O, L, L, E, H? Because my last one was just L, O. Okay, my last one was LO. So I took everything from the index 1. So the index 1 here was O. And then I added it to the index 0. So basically, these weren't even the equation. Now this was index 0. So I added my O with my L. So instead of the LO now it was OL. And then later, like, why am I not using my final one? Because I was using two. Because I said if the length of my S, which is this is basically my S, if the length of it is 0, means the index 0. So there's just one index here, return S. So I'll return my whole completed S. That's the base case. Instead, if this wasn't S, it's just empty. I'm probably going to get a recursion error or like a type error. Let me add empty string. Um, actually, no, not adding an empty string. If this whole thing wasn't even here, this is going to give me a recursion error. Recursion error is the maximum amount of recursions exceeded. So it's like Lines repeated 996 more times. So my this line was repeated 996 times. Wait, is my line even uh does it even look fine? I don't think my live actually looks fine. Something is messed up. Why is my screen not the whole screen? Hold up, let me shake it up real quick. So let me just go here real quick, do that, and then go here, here. Go to my live. Actually, I gotta do that in my OBS, not here. Alright, wait, hold up. Hmm, pretty sure I got it like. I hope I didn't mess this up. Yeah, I don't want to mess it up more than it's already messed up. And then maybe extend it a bit more from the top. Oh, it can. Oh, okay, it can go more up. Right there. Then here. Oh, my bad. Let me show you guys. So let me go here. Then okay, this is a whole loop to my eyes. Okay, there. Yeah, I can't show you guys while doing it. It's looping. Oh, okay, that probably fixed it, right? Uh-huh. Okay, let me. Yeah, just watching a video too in another this thing. Okay, that looks pretty good. Then just go up here, maybe get my webcam. Nope, not that, not that, not that. I don't want to mess up. Okay, here. Yeah, I'm watching my live with the other screen to see what am I doing wrong. Uh, okay, that works, that works. Nope. Mm, okay, that should be pretty good. No, never mind. Okay, yeah, that should be pretty good. Maybe if I just hold on shift. Alright, you know what? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm satisfied. Let's see. Oh wait, actually, never mind, never mind, never mind. Let me go here, get my stuff a bit to the corner. Wait, weren't you not being able to see what I wrote because of this? Oh wait, there's no way my face was covering this thing. It was. There's no way. Alright, this should be perfect. I'm glad I didn't have much viewers because I apparently don't even see my screen. Hmm. Okay, nice. What are these? Okay, I guess. Let me just do this real quick and perfect. All right, so this is what it's basically gonna do. So now let me just go here. See. Okay, so I copied that and now go back to my trusted ChatGPT Sensei and just control V this and say, here's the code. Here's the code. Uh, I added comments to teach the viewers. Yeah, TC still call one viewer. That's me. Okay, guys, that was a joke. It was a joke. All right, so here's the code. Add any comment to the viewers. All right, so what the version is was it correct? Okay, let's see if it was correct. You're right there, but your your commented outputs are all wrong. Where did you get those from? That's not what this code does. Let me break it down. Okay, I guess my comments were. As I said first, take whatever I teach as with a grain of salt, okay? I am not that good. And let me get hydrated. I don't know how people just commented for so long. It's absolutely impossible for me to comment and keep talking for this long. Okay, so my code define my mystery as okay. Return to wait, didn't I? I forgot to add this back. Whoops. Where's my ChatGPT gone? Uh, it's right here. Okay. Well, well, well. Uh, Yeah, let me just edit this real quick. I forgot to copy paste the whole thing, okay? Control V, there you go. And now let me send this. Let's see. That's almost perfect. You're on fire, but the recursion stuff. Your code is exactly the classic reverse string recursion it will output, okay? Not any of those comments you wrote though. Okay, so my comments were wrong. Let me break down your comments. LOH. No, that's not what happens in any step. LLOEH. No, that doesn't happen. LOLEH. Nope. OOLEH. So close, but these letters are reversed exactly. It's OLLEH, not OLLEH. Huh? Wait, hold up. It's OLLEH, not OLLEH. Right letters which switched around. Guys, am I tripping or are the two the same exact things? How it works. Mystery hello. So LO plus H, okay? Mystery LLO plus E plus H, okay? L LO plus L plus E plus H, okay? O plus wait, what? O plus L plus E plus H, an empty string plus O plus L plus E plus H, and then an empty string plus O plus L plus E plus H, which gives me O plus L plus E plus H. Your comments should say this function reverses the string using recursion. Recursion, it takes the first character, calls itself on the rest. It takes the first character, calls itself on the rest, okay, and adds the first character at the end, reversing the order. For example, hello becomes OLLEH. I think we're in the wrong page, guys. I literally tried to explain that, but I probably didn't specify what I was trying to explain because this is exactly what I said, right? So ELLO plus H and then LLO plus E and then the plus H and then the I just said exactly what I wanted to say. So this one would have given me LOLEH. Did I have LOLEH? I had LOLEH. And then after that there was like one more. Let's check also. First is ELLOH. Did I have ELLOH? I had ELLOH. Then did I have LLOEH? I had LLOEH. Then LOLEH, I had LOLEH. And then, whoops, then OLLEH. Pretty sure I had that too. OLLEH. I had everything. You know what? I did my bad. I explained it wrong. Okay. Alright. Can I get another recursion question with a question mark? Oh, I'm exhausted. This is harder than it looks. Okay, let's see. I wonder for how long have I been going live for? Let me check. Oh wow, it doesn't say. Mhm. Let's see. Uh oh, 1 hour and 4 minutes. Not bad. Let's push it to 8 hours. I'm just messing up. I'm not. I'm kind of exhausted for that. Okay, let's see. Fine, let's crack it up a notch. Vivek, no more baby steps. Here's your next recursion battle. Write a recursive function is palindrome S that checks if a string is a palindrome. It should return true if the string reads the same backwards and forwards, else returns false. Recursion, you cannot use loops, you cannot use built-in reverse function, you must use recursion, okay? Write the code that sends it to me. Don't you dare half-ass it. Got you. I got you, Sensei. I want the function recursion brain powered on display. Go. Okay, so before I go, what is a palindrome? Basically, a palindrome is something that you can read the same forwards and backwards. So let me just copy this because I can't spell it. Okay, so palindrome examples. Let me just show you guys some. So, um, basically, deed, yeah, deed is a nice palindrome example. I can use that. So, D-E-E-D is deed, and backwards is also D-E-E-D. K-E-Y. No, that's not. Okay, madam also M-A-D-A-M or M-A-D-A-M. It's a palindrome. So, all of these are palindromes. Civic, civic, me, and then level. Yeah, I can use level. So level is a palindrome. So L-E-V-E-L or backwards L-E-V-E-L. It's all a palindrome. Okay, so yeah. How did I know that one? I've been practicing for so long. I think many of you guys should have known that. Probably did. Oh, I'm so exhausted. Oh, it says write a recursive function, so no more broken codes. This is going to be fun. Okay, so I guess I delete my Discord first. This is so exhausting. Alright, so write a recursive function. Okay, that is palindrome. So I will define a function. Define is Palindrome and then S. Alright, wait, what? Let me cancel this. I probably added this thing. You just added P. So is palindrome S. And then let me just go with the define function. So it says that checks if the string S is a palindrome, if it should return true, the string reads the same forward and backwards. Okay, I see. So let's think this through. Okay. So if equals to oh got you. We could do something like this. So if my S equals to my uh S at index -1, it should be -1, return true. Else I want to return false. Guys, I'm so exhausted. Oh, my head hurts. Okay, let's see. Let's write my level. Uh, I will have to print this. Yeah, let me print this. So print. There you go. There you go. False. Did I mess up? Probably. Okay, so if my S is equal to S at index -1, huh, what if I just go with -1? False. What if I go with -1 colon? It's false again. Okay, so while I'm at it, let me do a tiny lesson. Let's see if I know it. Okay, so -1. What are these two colons here for? So there, it's basically this is called the start step. This is called the step, and this is called the end. Actually, no. This is the start. This is the end, and this is the step. So start and step. I don't need any steps, so just this. If my S um is equal to my S, return true and return false. Hmm, let's see. I'm really exhausted. Ah, this is actually pathetic, dude. It's just been an hour. Okay, let's push through. Let's push through. Let's get into 3 hours. Okay, so let's see. This time we check if it's a palindrome. So if it's S, so if S palindrome is S, -1. If that is equal to S at index -1. So let me just go here and type something like uh um item equals to level. Then I will print my item index -1. Let's see what it gives. Okay, some progress I see. There's our mistake. Now how do I fix it? Oh, my bad. Let me see what's our mistake. So it stays at index -1, so it just prints an L, and L is not going to be, so basically my L is not the same as level. If I had this just an L, then I run it, it's going to print true because L is equal to my L, if that made any sense. So let's see, what can I do now to fix it? How do I get the, oh wait, oh, I figured it out. We reverse the function. Okay, so let me get the reverse function real quick. The reverse function. So as an index, so as an index, -1, -1, as an index one, plus my s at index 0. This should print true. It prints false. Okay, so what was I trying to do? I was trying to utilize the reverse function. So if my, honestly, might not be completely wrong. Hold up, hold up. Let me go with the define again. So I'll rewrite the function. Is my STALINDROE, if my is palindrome is S at index S. Okay, so if that's thing, so now firstly let me add a length. So first of all, if the length of my S equal to 0, I will return uh something like take a valid write a valid something take a valid string take a valid string. Okay, so that's the first one. Now the second one, what could I do? Let's see. I'll go with another if. So if my s equals to my s at index 1 plus my s at index 0. Okay, so here's the catch. I'm gonna um reverse. Yeah, I'm gonna what's that they called? Reverse string. I'm gonna store this whole thing in a variable. There. Now my reverse string equals to this thing. Now, if my s equals to my reverse string, uh, got a colon, I will return something like, let's see, my s equals to my reverse string, I will return my, oh, I will return true. Okay, true. Else, I will return false. Guys, this should work. This should work. Let me just control C this. Come here, control V this. It returns false. Is this, man? Here, it returns false. Let's see. Where am I going wrong? If S is reverse string, this should be the code for my reverse string, right? Let me return reverse string real quick. It does not return my reverse string. The code is correct. My reverse string, this thing is wrong. Formula is wrong. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Where am I messing up? Where am I messing up? 1 plus. So, if my is palindrome at index 1, I'm pretty sure I did this. Let me check my old one, the old function that I wrote. So, it's my. Oh, alright, so here was the problem. Is palindrome. There you go. Should print true. Pick a valid string. uh, turn. false. It gave me an error. This should have been, if length is equal to 0. So, is my length equal to 0? My length is definitely not equal to if the length of my S is 0. I changed my S to be this. Hmm. Let me take reference from my old code, the one that I wrote that reversed it. Let me just copy it and show you guys too. Control. Where's the copy option? I'm way too exhausted to find it. Hold on. Here you go, found it. Just delete. Here's the code. So it was basically this thing. That just yeah. Return mystery. Index one plus s. Yeah, it's correct. My return function is correct. The length of my hmm. Honestly, let me just delete this and make this place a little more clean. Here. Okay, I'm not. I'm just going to return this. I'll figure it out why later. Type error unsupported operand type S for plus Boolean and string. That's Boolean. That's What if I were to do this? It prints false. What a surprise. Honestly, that might have been the case. Hmm. I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't need to like quotationize this. Alright, so let me just return reverse string. Reverse string. Let's check. Pick a valid string. It prints level. Let me add the end keyword. Okay, I tried to add the end keyword sign. I forgot I can only add it here. And mm, bruh, let me add the end keyword function. Probably there. There you go. Let's see. Guys, do I look frustrated? I'm not, okay? Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, let's see. Define is palindrome as, okay, that makes sense, right? If the length of my s equals to 0, return pick a valid string. Let me just check. Okay, pick a valid string. Huh. Reverse string equals is palindrome. Does the reverse string have to be reverse string? It's just like it's not gonna change anything, but just do that, do that. Pretty sure it doesn't change a thing. Yeah, it doesn't change a thing. So the length of my string is 0, so my huh ever EVE it just means 1. Okay, guys, plan B. Let's just reverse this whole string first. Instead of printing this whole thing, let me just print S for now, and now I just reverse this whole thing. Then return my S at index 1 colon, okay, at index, no, not at index, plus my S at index 0. Hmm? This should be printing. Okay, guys, take it, the reference again. Honestly, let me change it to hello real quick. There, hello. I'm probably not recursing it. That's definitely the case. I'm not recursing this thing properly. Let's see, return mystery or the next one. Yeah, the only way I can recurse it is if I add my is palette up here. Just bop and bop. Uh, it adds level. It does. Okay, so I think this was the problem. Like, hi, how are ya? Okay, I see the problem. I need to return my S here because I don't know why. All I know is I gotta return an S here because this is my base case. Yeah, I can't return anything from a base case. This isn't anything like a print statement. Okay. Hold up. Oh yeah, if the length equals zero, this whole thing is this is the length. So the length of this is basically five, and if it's zero, this thing. All right, guys, I understood this. Watch out for my video on recursion. There, I'm gonna explain it. I need some more practice. Okay, I'm just getting a hang of it. All right. I feel it. It's locking in. It's locking in. Okay. All right. So now I can add the other if. Now I don't need this. If s equals to this thing, return true. Else, return false. A type error. Hmm. Oh, okay. Hold on. No. There. I wouldn't need my else, right? If might not need this. Might not. That should be error. The error. Statement seems to have no effect. Okay. So s equals to a spectrum. Instead, what if I just return this? Well, this gives me a true. It gives me a diabetic. Return s. Return. Uh, return the mystery. Okay, so I don't need this. So this goes. Hmm, okay, so it's giving me basically the opposite. So just return those five. All right, let's just try. If is palindrome, return true, or else return false. It returns as a type error. Are you kidding me? Boolean and string. Control C here. It returned true. Let me try one more. I'll go with hello. It returns true again. Seriously? Okay, I thought for a second I got it. Never mind. This is correct. If that equals to my s, does that make a difference? Maybe it does make a difference. False. Why is it false? It should be true now. If my is palindrome, wait, hold up. Let's just go with if my s equals to is palindrome. False. Okay, let's read it again. Let's read it again. If length s equals to 0, return s. Okay. Oh, you got it. If s is palindrome, hmm this is the reverse recursion function plus s at index 0. Okay. If that's the case, return true, the function ends. I need to indent it please somewhere. What if I use something like this? Copy paste, and just copy this, delete, delete, uh, return true. Uh, if S is that, else turn false. Does this work? It keeps returning false. Isn't level the same as level? I'm pretty sure level. Oh, hold up. Let me print S. Alright, okay, okay. Just ignore that for a bit. Let me print S. S is a function. Go here. Tap. Mm, 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 mm. Oh wait, naman. Is valid from S. There. That should work, right? If I go here and then print S. Okay, I need my wait, hold up. Print is valid from S. Does it work if I indent it? It does not work if I indent it. I was trying to figure out what my actual S is coming out as. Um, mm, 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 mm. Let me just try one more thing. I'll copy this and the first string equals to my this. Okay, now I will replace this whole thing with my reverse string function, and my S is my S only. Or wait, let me go with something like um. Let's go with an uppercase S equals to my lowercase s. Okay, so or let me just type it something like mysterious string. Huh, mysterious string. Uh, guys, ignore my statistics. Mys- Mysterious, yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a typo because I can't think straight. Typo. There you go. Mysterious string. I'll change that to S. About my name. Meritorious string? That doesn't make any sense, guys. Listen, I know how to spell. My brain isn't working right now. Let's change this to. Mm, wait, why did I keep it as a string from the very beginning? String equals to string. And then I go down and I indent it and print my reverse reverse string in G. It doesn't work or something? That's insane. This code is unreachable. Hmm. Well, I guess since it is unreachable, I guess I'll not reach it. I'll rather print it here. Mhm. Oh, the string is it's not available. Okay, I guess it's time. I feel like I've tried a lot. I got asked ChatGPT. Uh, I messed up. Exclamations. Help me, Sensei. Okay, I gotta drink some water and be hydrated. Good, you should feel the pain. I feel I am. So now shut up and listen. Okay, Ben, I will. Okay, let's read. Good, you should feel the pain. That's the point of growth. Sure is, I guess. Now shut up and listen because you're making a logic mistake that shows you're still stuck on the reverse string mode. That's not how you check palindromes with recursion. Before I see that, did I change my stuff? I could have done it the other way, but it's fine. Okay, let me smash this into your brains clearly. Okay, What you did, you tried to build a reverse string recursively, then compare it. That's not wrong in theory, but it's wrong for the task because we want true recursive comparison, not string reversal. Ah, I see. What you should do, use recursion to compare the first and last characters. Okay. hmm If they match, recurse into middle part. Okay. If they don't match, it's not a palindrome. Here's your blueprint in words. Don't copy yet. If the string is 0 or 1 characters long, return true base case. Okay. hmm If the first and last characters don't match, return false. Okay. Otherwise, call the function again on the subtracting that excludes the first and last characters. Otherwise, call the function again on the sub, sub substring, not subtract. Guys, I can't think. Okay, I'm almost gonna pass out. It's that exhausting. I understand why I get distracted now. It's way too. It's you guys know what I mean, right? It's way too hard. Okay. I mean, it's honestly it's not that hard if you put in the work. It's just hard at the beginning. Later it gets easy. Otherwise, call the function again on the substring that excludes the first and last characters. Oh, I forgot to read this. I forgot to read the comment. Octus, what are you preparing for? Well, I'm preparing for my 100-day series. I started making a series for 100 days where I learned how to use Python. It had to be while teaching you guys, but well, I have a video. I have videos where I teach you guys, but stuff like this, it's a little complicated, so I can't like teach you guys properly. So I first gotta master it and to not get distracted as well. This thing was here. My goal by the end of these 100-day series is to make a game using only Python. I honestly thought when I was making this thing, like I'm gonna like make a nice working functional Python game using like 3D models. Okay, at first I thought easy, but it's not easy. So I'm gonna have to make a text-based game first, but don't worry, I'm still gonna be doing this. I'm after like I'm gonna be mastering Python. Once I master Python, I'm gonna like make a complete tutorial for all you guys. So be sure to be tuned for that. Yeah, plug. Okay, it was 5:41. Oh shoot, it was 8 minutes ago. Damn. Okay, so here's your blueprint in words. Don't copy it yet. If the string is 0 or 1 characters long, return true base case. Okay. If the first and last character don't match, return false. Otherwise, call the function again on the substring that includes first and last characters. All right, let's see what I understood from that. So the first thing that ChatGPT said me was, if the string is 0 or 1 characters long, return true. So if the length of my string is 0 or 1, I will return true. Okay. If the first and last character don't match, return false. Okay, I guess I go with another if string. I mean, if statement. So if the first character, which is my 0, okay, so if my s at index 0 is not equal to, by the way, this is a sign for not equal to, you can just add an exclamation equal to. If it's not equal to my s at index -1, return false. There. Otherwise, leave function again on the substring that excludes the first and last characters. Otherwise, call the function again on the substring that excludes, call the function again. Hmm, Otherwise, call the function again. Let's return, call the function again as palindrome on the substring that excludes the first and last characters. So it should exclude the first and last characters. So I'll add my s at index starts at index 1, which is going to be my E, ends at index uh 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Ends at index 3. But here's the thing, I should add something like index -2 here. Mm-hmm. Well, this let me change this to hello real quick. Please tell me it didn't work. Okay, guess I changed it back to level and see where I messed up again. Go up here. The same thing runs repeats. This is what you gotta do. This is what I do every day. This is the thing I do every day. Okay. Did I? Or I messed up. I mean, I'm asking, did I mess up? I messed up again. Said stage. Exclamation. Actually, let's not add two eyes. Gotta respect sensei. Yeah, always respect your teachers or whoever teaches you. I messed up again, sensei. Uh, I did everything again. Where did I mess up? Can I get a few hints as well? Let's see, let's see. Hmm. Wait, what? Yeah, wait, whoa, 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 what? Hold on. I missed the whole thing. What just happened? Okay, what did you just do? This is a palindrome check, not a failing mess of almost. What? You're close, yet you let one bug slither into your code like a snake in your boot. Yeah, this is what the scary what ChatGPT do. When I program, it's like I'm like, just you let me a little so I stay in my guard at all times. Okay. Sometimes it goes way overboard. I didn't expect all this. Okay, so let's break this down before I throw your keyboard out the window. Mistake one. If length s equals to 0 or 1, wrong. This line will always return true because 1 is always truthy. You need to check both lengths separately. Hint. If Python has Oh, you need to check both lengths separately. Oh, or length of my. Oh yeah, I can't. I forgot. That was kind of stupid of me. I couldn't just do this thing or that thing. It's just going to check one. This thing. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Okay, it didn't work. I thought I lucked out. Never mind. Let's read the whole thing. Okay, mistake one. Wrong. This line will always return true because one is always truthy. You need to check both lengths separately. Use hint. I mean, not use hint. Use if length equals 0 or s equals to 1, or if length s is less than or equal to 1. Mistake 2. S at index 1 colon -2. Let me actually drink the water. I'm exhausted. I hope I don't lose my voice for a record to or something. Hmm. Let's see. You are chopping off two characters from the end. Why? We only want to remove first and last characters. Wait, we only want to remove first and last. Oh, as an index 1 removes the first character, as an index -2 removes last character, as an index 1 and as an index 1 index removes both. Recap, fix these. What you wrote, what it should be. If length s equals 0 or 1, if length s is less than or equal to 1, mhm, and this one, negative index 2. Oh, okay, guys. So basically, my theory was correct. Just I just stupided it out. There you go. Should print true. Hello, should print false. It worked. I don't even know how to be excited. I'm way too exhausted to be excited. I so wish I could like play something. Yeah, I get way too distracted and like I open Roblox is like I tried making a video on like Grow a Garden, but then that got me too addicted. I couldn't make the video because I was like, I don't want to get distracted making videos there because I'm already out of time making drawing videos and like Python videos. So it ended up getting me addicted to it. So got to do something to not get addicted to it. Okay, so I guess let me explain the code to you guys. So I first defined a function that is palindrome. Basically, palindromes are words that you can spell that's pronounced the same backwards and forwards, like level. Level is the level spelled forwards, and if I reversed it, it's still going to spell level. So you guys get it, level, yeah. So and then I added an if statement. So if the length of my s is equal to 0, or the length of my s is equal to 1, if it's equal to either 0 or 1, print true. Why? Well, I don't know. This thing could be shortened to is less than equal to 1. It would like print the same thing. I mean, it's not like I don't know, okay? There's just like a small stuff that I don't understand right now, but the more practice I get, I'm definitely understanding it. Like I can just tell it. I sense it. I sense the light coming from like somewhere. I don't know. I'm just going crazy. All right, and the next one is if my s at index 0, basically index 0. So if you go close to this thing, let me give a quick lesson on what indexes are. So my L is index 0, E is index 1, B is index 2, E is index 3, and L is index 4. There are 5 strings, so there is 4 index. So the index goes up to 4 because the first Python starts counting from 0. So the first alphabet, the first character is always going to be index 0. So if my S at index 0, which is my L, is not equal to my S at index 1, which is my L again. Oh wait, that actually does make sense because if it's spelled reverse, then my first one has to be equal to my second one. This can be different from that. That was genius, honestly. Yeah, it's definitely the recursive function that I got to like the recursive case that I got to work on more. So if my S at index 0 is not equal to this exclamation equal to means not equal to, or instead of writing that, I could do something like not equal to, hold up, not shouldn't come here, not should be here. This would mean the same thing. So if I run it still, it's still going to give me true, and then if I go with hello, still going to give me false. So yeah, change this to level. Okay, so if my this thing, if but it's easier than to read this. So if my s at index 0 is not equal to instead of that. By the way, not is an oh wow, I'm C++ guy, but I'm able to understand Python. What's going on by one look? Oh wow, nice. Congrats. All right, what? Yes, yeah, guys, I don't know how to commentate. I'm still getting used to this. So, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Like C++, I'm pretty sure that I should learn C++ too after Python. Yeah, it's such an awkward reply. Okay, so what was I doing again? Let me change this to not equal to 1. Okay, yeah, so that whole thing was the same as this. So it's basically this is an easier way to read. So if S at index 0, which is my L, if that's not equal to S at index 1, which is this, I will return false because technically it won't be a palindrome. If none of that is true, return is palindrome S at index 1 and at index negative 1. Return S at index 1, which is L, it's negative 1. Uh, okay, you know what? I understand this is hard to explain it. Let me go up here. Okay, let me just go up and just wait, hold up. Here, Control C, then go here, Control V, and back here. All right, ready for the next question. Capital Sensei. I'm exhausted. How long has this stream been going on for? 1 hour 45 minutes. Not bad. Okay, by the C++, it's um I honestly don't know much about C++. Python was like my first language, and well, I'm just basically a complete beginner, still learning the basics. Like I have my whole stuff printed here. So let me just do the search here. Or wait, hold up. Let me just give a quick shameless plug to my Discord. I wrote it up here too. So that's like my hold up. Here. So this is basically my Discord server. It's like if I go live, it just stays here. Could check out my video. And well, here's my what are you doing? These are the stuff that I'm actually learning. So I'm gonna start with yeah, I just kept it here for like my things. So these are the basics that I need to learn. So I started by learning print statements and variables and user input, then arithmetic and math, typecasting. Those were for my prints, for my basic stuff. And then for my conditional needs, my conditional logic, my if statements, else if statements, else if and else clause, logical operators, conditional expressions, which is also people even call it ternary operators in like different coding languages. Then my string methods, string indexing, format specifiers, f string. Basically, f string is a format specifier. Yeah, you guys should know the same. Okay, so and then loops, so while loops, for loops, nested loops, and then collections, lists, sets, tuples, 2D collections, matrix. I make videos on these too. It's on my channel if you guys want to check it out. Then advanced collections, which are dictionaries. Yeah, I gotta like make so many more videos once I'm good at this, like complete detailed explanation, all that. The collection module, like counter. Okay, I didn't learn this. And then randoms, the random module. I don't think I went through that. Then functions, this thing, default arguments, keyword arguments, iterables. Okay, basically iterables is anything that you can loop over. Membership operator is the in and everything. Match case, I didn't learn about it. Arguments, keyword arguments, you can use it here. So args and quarks are basically here. So basically that would be an arg and then keyword would be like this thing, this is a quark. I'll explain that later. I don't know myself, so I can't be explaining that right now. So yeah, you guys get the gist of it. I was planning to learn like all this in these 100 days, so I could have been good at coding and all that. But pretty sure I won't be able to complete this because it's already like my week 9. Yeah, my videos it's pretty scheduled. Okay. Okay, so yeah, basically this is a Discord server. I'll just hold up, not here. Let me just go here, invite people, and just copy. Go up here. Yeah, guys, you guys can think this is like a shameless plug. It literally is, but just open my video, pause that, and I'll go here. Wait, I can? Oh, I thought there was a whole this thing, like a whole Discord comment of, I mean, comment section here. Probably not, okay. Yeah, I just send here. Make sure you guys join the Discord server and like go up here and just copy that. Go back to my Discord. And then just go here. Guys, I'm honestly wasting time. I should probably get back to work. But I gotta do this manually because like my this thing doesn't go up to it. Did that work? I don't know. Okay, I did work probably. Okay, enough wasting time. Let's go and read what was the problem. Oh wait, next question. Yeah, next question. Like, let's see what ChatGPT said. They said, yes, that's what I'm talking about. You crushed that line like a bug under a boot. Okay, you took that recursion look and huh, you took that recursion, looked it in the eye, and said, I own you. Okay, nice. Output, true, correct. Your logic is airtight. Recursion, condition, slicing, you nailed it all one step closer to becoming a Python warrior. Guys, I didn't say him to say this cheesy stuff. I just programmed it to, be like a little strict. Next recursion question. Give me a bit. Let me drink some water. I've never spoken this much. Oh, this is so exhausting. All right. So let's see. This is the next broken code. Define factorial n. If n equals to 1, return 1. Else return n factorial, okay? hmm This code won't work properly for all inputs. It's a trap. When you roll out the GPT, my mods get broke. So why are you using GPT, bro? Keep it up, bro. I'm learning, bro. I'm not an expert. Yeah, we're all learning, and yeah, I usually don't. I mean, it's not like I don't prefer using ChatGPT. This is the only thing I can use for now. Kind of broke. That was, by the way, it's a joke. Okay, I mean, it's not like I'm broke or anything. It's like, oh, I just, like just ChatGPT. It's just the word I learned it from here. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's fix this code. Find the mistake. Wait, what's this? This code won't work properly for all inputs. It's a trap. Find the mistake, fix it, and make sure it works for all positive integers. Okay, for all positive integers. When you're done, explain what's wrong. If you mess up, you know what's coming. Sure, I know what's coming. Okay, let me just copy the broken code real quick. Then Control V, factorial. Let me just run it real quick and check. Okay, I know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe just remove this thing. So if factorial. So oh, by the way, I forgot to explain. My bad, guys. So basically, what's this? This is the recursive case of factorial. By the way, again, take what I'm saying with a grain of rice. Okay, I'm not that good. So it says my factorial n minus 2. So my n, which is my 5. So I set my factorial. I defined a function called factorial. I set a parameter which was n, and basically I set that n to be equal to 5. So basically, 5 is my n, and if my n is equal to 1, return 1. Okay. Mm. So okay, here's my n. So this is my 5 multiplied by my um factorial n minus oh n minus 1. There. Nice. Okay, hold up. What did I just do? What did I just do? Basically, if you guys don't know what a factorial is, this is what a factorial is. So 5 factorial is going to be 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 3 is whatever that is 60, 60 times 2 is 120, 120 times 1 is 120. So this gave me 120. Okay, what is the factorial code going on here? Let me try to figure it out. So my n, which is my 5, so it's basically saying something like 5 multiplied by my factorial n minus 1 factorial, which is there. So Factorial, so my factorial n minus. Oh, okay, got it. So basically, my this factorial is here. It's basically like rounds. So if first it's 5 and then goes to 4, 3, 2, 1. So recursion basically cuts everything. It cuts the loop until it doesn't meet the base case. That's why it's very important to have a base case, because if I don't have a base case, it won't know when to stop. It's going to keep on going until it doesn't give me a recursion error. Like if I just delete this whole thing, now I run the command, it's going to go down and says recursion error, line repeated 996 more times. Means it's going to keep on minusing itself, like it's going to go minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, not minus 0. So 0 and then negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, all the way down until it doesn't reach the recursion error. That's why we add a base case. To add a base case, you can just type if my n equals to 1, return 1. Why did I return 1 and not anything else? Because it stops at 1, that's going to be my this one. So if n equals to 1, so if it goes from 5, 4, 3 to 1, it returns 1. But if it was 0, if my if this keeps on subtracting and my 5 becomes if my 5 reaches to 1, because it's minus 1, so n is basically 5. So 5 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1. So you guys know what I mean, right? If y'all don't, again, you guys can go this is I'm just trying to teach myself and all that. So yeah, so if it was 0 and if my 5 like it goes all the way through the loop and it becomes 1, it's going to return that 1 to a 0. And you guys know what would this give? It's going to give me a 0. That's why 1, because anything multiplied by 1 is the number itself. So yeah. I wonder what happens if it's just an empty return. Okay, I guess I get a type error, so it needs to be 1. Oh yeah, because if I don't have a 0, then it's actually I think it's going to be none, right? Oh yeah, perfect. It gives me a type error. And what if this wasn't? You will still give me a none? Nice. So you see, guys, it says a none type. And even if I type in none and I run the command, it's still going to give me none type. So yeah, there's got to be something here. Okay, so this is basically my base case. If my n is equal to 1, return 1, means that's my base case, and this is my recursive case. If n multiplied by the factorial n minus 1, yeah, whatever that is, that's basically the formula for the factorial stuff. So n times, so this My first n is 5. So it starts at 5. So 5 multiplied by 4. Why 4? Because n minus 5. So my n is 5. So 5 minus 4. So 5 minus 4 is going to give me 4. No, 5 minus 1, not 4. I'm exhausted. Okay, so 5 minus 1 will give me 4. And then after that, the recursion will never stop until it doesn't hit the base case. So now my n is equal to 4. So my 4 minus 1 is going to give me times 3. And then the same thing times 2 and then times 1. And yeah, if it hits 1, then it's just over it. If n equals to 1, so if this is 1, that is 1, it's going to give me 1. So that was exhausting. Now let me just copy, like, message reacted, uh, refresh it. I couldn't see the message, guys. Okay, so let's bring out the chat GPT sensei. And after this question, I low-key might just use the restroom. Yeah, all this water wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't going to the void, it was going to my stomach. Okay, even out of water. Whoops. Yeah, I gotta fill this up too. Let's just read this and then I'll be right back. Yes, that's how you show dominance. You took that buggy factorial code and absolutely body slammed it off a cliff, I guess. Factorial's 5 120 correct answer. Original buggy code analysis. Return n multiplied by factorial n minus 2. That was the error because it always subtracts 2 instead of 1. So that's n. So it wouldn't give me the perfect code because it's going to be 5 minus 2, which is 3. That would give me 5 times 3 times 1, which is 15. Let me show you guys. Yep, 15. If it was 3, then it's going to give me recursion error. Well, because 5 minus 3 is 2 minus 1. Yeah, you guys understand what I mean, right? I'm too not exhausted. I'm too not clear to understand. I got to do more questions first, okay? Just skip numbers like a psycho. Factorial 5 would try 5 times 3 times 1, which is 15. It missed 4 and 2, breaking the math like a bad magician. You replaced n minus 2 with n minus 1, which is correct. Recursive step for a standard factorial. Okay, perfect. Next challenge, broken chord. Broken chord number 5, harder. It's harder, okay? Some lists define, okay, so I got it like, there's a list that is defined list. If the length of my list equals 0, return 0, and return list at index 0 plus some list index 2. Okay, this code gives wrong total sum of the list. Well, this code gives a wrong total sum of the list. Fix it, explain the problem. No fear, no mercy, go. Okay, firstly, I gotta go to the, nature skull. All right, let me just copy paste this. If you guys can solve this, y'all can try solving it while I'm getting back. Yeah, I'll be back real quick. Hang tight. Already, already, I'm back. Oh, it took me a while. Okay, let's see. Hmm, is the mic working? Oh, that just that battery was so loud. Okay, hold up. Let me just check if the mic's working real quick. Went for a while. Let's see. So here, your channel. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's see what the ChatGPT say to do. This code gives you a wrong sum. So let me just run the command real quick. Gives me 9, so 1 plus 2 is 3, 2, 3, 7. Okay, so let's see. So what could be wrong? So I define my sum list to a parameter list. Yeah, let me drink some water again. I'm already thirsty. If length list equals 0, return 0. Okay, so basically, what does the if length list equals 0 mean? So this is the base case. So the base case, as usual, it's like if the length is equal to 0, then return 0. Okay, this is valid because we're not using multiplication. So if my this thing, if any of this is 0, so if the length is 0, then I'm gonna get 0, right? And change that to 0. Okay, that works. So if the length of my list is 0, the length of my no, not length, that's index. Hold up. If the length of my list, mm, let's see. Yeah, okay. So if there's nothing in my list, that's going to print 0. I got it. Let me just go back real quick. Okay, so return 0. The base case works. Return list at index 0 plus the sum list, which is my list, list at index 2. What if I change that to 1? Okay, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, that was my math one. So part of 10, 15. Okay, so this is the correct answer, but let me check why is it. So return list at index 0, which is going to be my 1. So my list at index 0 is my 1. So that's the indexing plus these. Oh, okay. So this basically means, okay, yeah. If my list, so my list at index 0, which is 1, plus everything after my index 1, which is 2. So everything after my index 0 added to that. So 0, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Let's bring in our sensei or my sensei and say, okay, there you go, and say, oh, I hope you guys can hear that battery low stuff. Like it says battery low is so loud, it just busts my ears. Okay, now let's go with the description based code. Now, can the next question be word based? Is that how you say it? Word based? Question be word based and not a broken code. Mhm. Let's hope this one was correct. I'm pretty sure it is correct. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You just beat that recursion bug so hard, it's calling for tech support. I don't understand it. I'm just going to go crazy. Okay, you fix slicing from 2 to 1. Okay, that does work because everything after 1. Oh, yeah, so I forgot to tell you guys. The reason 2 was giving me 9 was because index 0, so it's index 1 and everything after index 2. So that's index 1, index 2, so 4 and 5. So that's index 2. 0, 1, 2, yeah. So 4 and 5. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 5, wait, hold up. 4 and 9. So, oh, index 0. Okay, so 1. Why is it not giving me 10? That's strange. Are they just adding the two of these? If I change that to 1, 15. So that's 5, 10, 14, 15. Hmm. If that gives me 15, uh, okay. If that gives me 15, why does this give me 9 and not a 10? Index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, 4. So it counts index 3, 4, index 2. So dots come to index 1. So no, so it should count like from here. So 3 plus 4. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Should have given me 13. I mean, I'll eventually figure it out. Yeah, just need more questions. I probably can't think recursively yet. You didn't just fix the code, you flexed your recursion brain like a champ. Now let's take off the training wheels and step into the word-based challenges. All right, recursion into the instruction challenge. Okay, so instruction, not called words. Okay, write a recursive function named count vowels s that takes a string and returns the number of vowels a, e, I, o, u in it. Rules must be recursive, should not handle both uppercase and lowercase functions, should handle both, so doesn't need to be case sensitive. No loops allowed. Go ahead, impress me with that braid of yours. I shall not, what that is called, I shall not disappoint you, Sensei. Guys, wait, this is kind of funny. Not funny, fun. Oh, guys, I hope you guys can listen to Batty though, that just like bust my ears out. How long have I been streaming for? Um, 2 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, it might be time to wrap it up soon. Next challenge. Okay, let's see. Where's it come? Okay, so write a recursive function named count vowels. So I will define my count vowels. Mm-hmm. Then I'll add an next. Okay, I wanted to count vowels. What was the next stuff? That takes a string and returns the number of vowels. A, E, I, O, U, and N. That takes a string and returns the number of vowels. Hmm. That takes a string. Let's see. Hmm. So I make like a string equals to A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. I did these kind of questions before. I know that it goes something like this because it's like not string vowels. Okay, so goes with my vowels A, E, I, O, U. Okay, that's my vowels, and then what's the next stuff? Takes a string and returns the number of vowels in it. Takes a string and returns the number of vowels. Case sensitive. Oh, I don't think I might need this thing because it shouldn't be case sensitive. Then define count vowels. Okay. Hmm. Okay, what goes next? I think I gotta be hydrated. And guys, by the way, for my like the 100 days series, I might just start it early. And for those, I'm not gonna get ChatGPT's help. This is just for me learning. You know. All right, I guess we got 3 viewers. Nice. Okay, so let's check. So, what did I have to do again? That takes a string and returns the number of vowels in it. That takes a string. Um, I'll have to convert it to a length, definitely. So the length of my S, mm, that takes it. Guys, can you guys hear the battery low? Pretty sure, like, I hope I'm the only one that can. So the length, guys, yeah, this is probably going to be the last question. I'm dead exhausted. I might go for like a 5 hour, 6 hour long stream next, but right now I'm too exhausted. Because like I was studying before this too, but then I ended up getting a little distracted. So yeah, the length of my S equals to, so that takes a string. Okay, so this is a string and returns number of vowels. So this is, oh yeah, this is such a nice brain workout. Yeah, it's real fun. Uh, by the way, that was being sarcastic. It's kind of it hurts my brains. So the length, so vowels equals to I will use so. Oh, got it. So if my vowels in S, okay, guys, this is I just sometimes just do a little talking and type so I can like process in my brain. So if vowels in my S, what was the next part? That takes a string and returns the vowels. Guys, how do you guys I don't even understand this. So it's like must be recursive. Okay, I understand that. Should handle both uppercase and lowercase. No loops allowed. Write a recursive function that takes a string and returns the number of vowels in it. Takes a string and returns the number of vowels in it. So it takes a string, that's this string, returns the number of vowels. If vowels start lower probably in S, then what was the next part? It takes the number and returns the number of vowels. So I don't need to return the actual vowels, I need to return the number. Return length of vowels at index S. Does this work? Let's check. Count, count vowels. Mm. Oh, wait, am I streaming change or something? Hold on. Uh, yeah, hold up, guys. Give me a sec. Let me just check. Pretty sure. Oh, it did. I just like this. Guys, I have this thing like open in my tablet. Like I'm watching. Guys, that battery low was pretty bad. Okay, so I'm watching in my tablet and I like check if something is wrong. So I actually know if something is going wrong. I guess nothing's wrong. Okay, so count vowels when you add my vowel in here. So something that has vowel. Um, apple. Now if I run the I gotta print it now. Okay, when is it that I gotta print and not gotta print? If I have a print statement inside my defined function, inside my function, then I don't gotta use print. I can just invoke the function by calling the function out. I'll give an example and wait, let me show this. It says none. Okay. A is a little bit case sensitive, right? Count vowels. I'm counting my vowels. So if count vowels as vowels equals A, E, I, O, U, if vowels dot lower in S, if my vowels is an S dot lower, would that work? Nah, pushing my luck, right? Okay, guys, soon it's not going to be luck, okay? Soon it's going to be like real stuff. Return the length of my vowel. So return the length of my vowel at index S. Um, none. Okay, vowels. So if vowels in S, return length. Uh, return the length of the vowels S. Does that make sense? Pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, I like never went through question like this. I mean, it's a nice challenge, you know. I've not got to any questions that I did here, so don't you GPT use Code War? There's a good newbie problem answers. If you stuck, it's better than GPT. Also works. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely try. Okay, what was the name? Code War, right? Yeah, I'll try Code War. Okay, I'm gonna just go here. Okay, so let's check. Count vowels. Honestly, it's guys, I've been doing this for like how long now? Been doing it for 2 hours and 18 minutes. My brain is kind of not working. I might just have to call it up. Yeah, I'll just ask an how to do this question and like, hey guys, and then take some rest and then maybe get back to it tomorrow. Guys, I swear if you guys can hear these back to your nose. Yeah, this is the funniest part. What in the bug-infested nightmare was that? You just threw a dictionary into a blender and called it recursive? No, 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 wait, get back in line. We're fixing this now. Here's your code. Tripped, tripped and face planted into a cactus. Mistake. Vowels are lowered. Doesn't make sense. Vowels is already lowercase. It is lowercase. That calls pointless. If vowels dot lower in s dot lower, you're checking if the entire string a e i o u is inside s, which is incorrect. You should be checking each character. So, three, length of vowels. You're treating vowels like a list and trying to index it using entire string s, which throws an error. You're treating vowels like a list and trying to index it. Okay, for no recursion was used, you wrote a flat conditional plus length check where the recursive call hints. Okay, base case, if the string is empty, return 0. Mhm. Recursive case, check if the first character is a vowel. If yes, return 1 plus recursive call on remaining string. If not, return 0 plus recursive call on remaining string. Use s at index 0 dot lower to compare against AEIOU. Now, go write it again. This time make me scream with pride. Okay, not horror. Got you. Okay, so let's see if I'm correct. First, you make a base case. So, if my s equals to mm, wait, what was this thing? I forgot. Okay, so the hint base case if the string is empty. So if my string is an empty string, I will return 0. Okay, what was the next hint? Turn 0 recursive case. If the first character is a vowel, if yes, return 1 plus recursive call on remaining string. Okay, if my what was it? So if it's a vowel, so if wait, if it's an empty string, if the string is empty, return 0. Okay, so if the string is empty, return 0. Recursive case. If the first character is a vowel, so might need my vowels too. Vowels equals to A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so if yes, return. Okay, so guys, the battery is killing my head. Okay, so 1 plus if vowels, not if vowels. If yes, how do I know if it's yes? 1 plus check if the first character is a vowel. Oh, first characters. So if my s at index 0 equals to vowels, is that how it works? Let's try guys. So if my set index 0 equals to vowels, uh, return 1 plus the recursive call. So my recursive call is so if I count vowels, then on remaining string. So what could my on remaining string be? On remaining string, apple. So my S, does that make sense? Okay, let me just this thing. Else return 0 plus. 0 plus count vowels. That's okay. Let's check if it actually works. Recursion error. Okay, so if s is equal to nothing, return 0. Hmm. If it's equal to 0, it's not equal to 0. Hmm. Empty string. Let's read the hints again. Base case, if the string is empty, return 0. If my string is empty, I return 0. The recursive case, check if the first character is a vowel. So I gotta check if my first character is a vowel. Is vowel is equal to equal. This might have to be n. If I said index 0 in vowels, return this, else return this. Huh? Never mind. I'm messing up with the base case, pretty sure. Hold up, let's see the next sentence. If not, uh, return 0 plus recursive call on remaining string, return 0 or recursive call. Use s and index 0 dot lower to compare against AEIOU. S at index 0 dot lower. It's it's always a recursion error, recursive error. This bachelor's killing me too. Pretty exhausted. This is the last question. Gotta push through, I guess. Alright, let's see. Define count vowels. So count vowels and index S vowels equals to A E I O U. Vowels equals to A E I O U. If S compare against A E I O U. Wait, hold up. If S index 0 in, what if I do this? No harm in trying, I guess. Oh, okay, recursion error. Thought so. Return 1 plus count vowels, else return 0 plus count vowels. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just ask this kid, guys. I literally hate asking for every single question, but then I don't know it myself. And is my screen good? Okay, probably not going good, I guess. Okay, so I messed up again, like usual. I messed up again. Hmm. Arg, you did half the job right, then loop back into the same damn string. Why? Why would you recurse on the entire string again and accept wait, entire string again and accept different results? That's a recursion, Helen. That's a that's a recursion in hell, Vivek. Let me burn this into your memory. When using recursion with strings, you must reduce the size of the string in each call. Okay, otherwise you get an. Oh wait, hold up. Before I check, would minus one work? Just curious. Didn't work. Thought it was worth a try. Okay, when using recursion with strings, you must reduce the size of the string in each call. Otherwise, you get infinite recursion, and Flink and Python will slap you with a recursion error like a frying pan to the face. See, your mistake. Return 1 plus vowels. Did I even write that? Oh, yeah, I did. This keeps passing the full string apple over and over. It never shrinks, never moves forward. Fixed version, but you're gonna write it yourself. Okay. Here's what it should have looked like, but don't copy this blindly. Write it yourself after reading. Okay. Define count vowels. Made a function called count vowels and add an index s to it. If my s equals to an empty string, return 0. If s oh this part was correct. Nice. Uh-huh. S at index 0 dot lower in AIOU return 1 plus count vowels. S uh-huh. Oh, I probably didn't add my index. Okay. Oh, return this thing. See the key difference? S1 that removes the first character each time. Now listen, soldier, write it again from scratch. No skipping, making that function obey. Make that function obey the gods of resurrection. If you get it right, I swear I didn't say ChatGPT to say that, guys. Do not read that. What's wrong with my ChatGPT? Okay, at index one. Guys, my ChatGPT was honestly creepy. I actually did say to say that. There should AE two. Oh, nice. What if I go with AEIOU? Five, perfect. Okay, so I basically had my function correct, and now I also understand what I did wrong. Basically, the thing that I did wrong was my after plusing this, I didn't add this. I just added my one. So basically, it didn't know where to end. So return one plus count vowels S here, and then from one means E I O U. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, guys, but probably gonna wrap the video. How long was it? 2 hours and almost 30 minutes, 29 minutes. Okay, so that's basically it for this live stream. So if you guys like this stream, don't forget to like, subscribe. Liking helps with my algorithm, sharing, makes me smile, and subscribing is like a cherry on top. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Alright, now I'm gonna close the live. Hold up, I forgot.